we're back. We're doing it. The conclusion of Noah's Ark Tournament of Champions is here. We're going to wrap it all up in this episode. We're going to see who wins this thing, but we want to hear from you. Mailroom at gpstoguide.com. Maybe we got a matchup totally wrong and the bracket's busted. Let us know what you think. But we're going to wrap it all up here. Lots of action, lots of debate, lots of fun. We hope you have fun too. Let's get into it. Here we go. Let's finish out the East. What region? There we go. East region. This one is getting into a little different breed here. I think it's somewhat evenly matched. Horse versus camel.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to have the same opinion on this one, I think.
Absolutely no reason. I was sitting on the couch and I just thought, like, how do horses fight? You know, because they used to be wild at some point. It is insane.
It's crazy.
I turned on a YouTube video. It's crazy. It's kind of scary.
Yeah. They're vicious.
They, like, bite, and, I mean, obviously they kick. But, like, when they bite, they, like, we're drawing blood.
Like, in the wild, when they, like, see... and
they kind of throw their
female
necks,
horses
too.
They'll go with a bachelor. And if another solo bachelor comes up and challenges that guy, if he were to beat that horse, they all go with him. Like, they're just like, all right, see ya, next. Like, it is vicious. Vicious.
I mean, horses are pretty strong. Let's give some facts for the camel here.
What, they got 3 stomachs?
Fun fact.
In real life, there are camel wrestling federations in real life where
camel wrestling.
Where
make
at?
camel in the Turkey. Turkey's a big one. That's probably the best known in the world.
We're doing our animal fighting wrong over here in the United States.
We're not allowed to fight dogs, and they're over here fighting camels.
We're just working with chickens, roosters.
Yeah, camel wrestling is a real thing. Much like the giraffe, they use their necks a lot. That's a big thing for them. They are also, I need to double check, but I looked up earlier, bigger than horses on average.
Yeah,
camels are bigger than horses.
I'm still going horse just because, I mean, when they go at it, I mean, it is vicious. Like, they don't hold back. It's like, I mean, drawing blood, they're doing everything. So, I mean, it might be a fight, but I think just the ferociousness of the horse videos that I've seen have...
Did you Google this?
Mm-hmm.
Beat the camel.
No, like, to get a matchup? Because I just put camel fighting, and the first thing was horse. Oh, wait, they might be listening to us.
Skynet, real thing.
I'm also going horse, so just...
Camels are more intelligent than horses, and horses are very smart and do not get scared as easily. So the camel is, I think the camel is the street kid in this fight too. If we're going street versus privilege, the camel is the street kid in this. They're a little cocky though. They're maybe not the scrappy street kid. They're the ones they're the mean punk of the neighborhood, and they're like spitting on you because camels do that. That's a thing.
Yeah.
They spit.
And I think that once he spits on the horse, I think the horse is like, okay, like it's time to go. Like, it's time to play ball. Like, I'm here. I'm not, like, you just spit on me, you disrespected me, and he's going at it. And he's not giving up until this camel, taps out.
He's fighting for his pedigree.
Oh, yeah. He is all about it.
Camels can carry more load than horses. They are stronger than horses. But I think a horse is going to come out on top. He's too proud to lose this fight. That's what I think of a horse.
Yeah.
Clean sweep.
Savannah's deep in the wells of Google.
Oh, she's actually watching a horse and camel fight.
In Turkey.
The Turkish camel wrestling thing, that was
Okay, I've watched a video of 2 camels fighting. It was a lot like watching UFC. A lot of hugging.
They're grapplers. The camels are grapplers.
Yeah.
They want to take this fight down on
the mat.
Well, one camel bit the other one's foot and pinned him to the ground. But really, after he was on the ground, he was walked away. They're not here to finish the fight. Horses are here to finish.
I agree.
They're going to give that last kick in the head. Not that we're going to the death because we said that before, but also we ended up with 2 rather than 7. So what are we doing?
Yeah.
But
That's
But the
right
camel
answer.
taps. You're saying the camel tap.
Yeah,
he
camel's
cries
tapping.
on
He's
Cole.
tapping out.
yeah,
I'm going with horse. I think the camel put up a good fight, but I'm going horse. Too proud to quit here.
I like it. I like it. Moving on.
South region, last region, moose versus a rhinoceros.
Oh, good. This is the most lopsided first round matchup
Oh,
we've had.
lopsided. See, I
I'm glad
thought
I
this
didn't
was.
look at this one.
I mean, I didn't think it was a runaway moose.
We're going natural rhinoceros, not ones that have their horns cut off.
No,
because
yeah. Poaching was not an issue
Yeah,
in Noah's day.
There was no poaching on the ark.
I was just making sure. You never know. The world was an evil place before Noah and the flood, so you never know. They could have been.
Go ahead and lock this up. Rhino.
Yeah, rhino.
Yeah.
Do y'all
Moose
know
to
how
moose.
big a moose is?
Do you know how big a rhino is?
I'm not bigger than a moose.
And that horn.
Just couldn't.
Dude, a
can't
moose's rack
Yeah,
is
but
like
It's
7 feet
yeah,
across.
Exactly. It's too wide. Like when it goes into fight, the horns coming through at this like tiny little point, and the horns are too wide to stop it. Like if they were closer together, maybe it could stop. But I mean, that horns.
Let's see how much a moose weighs. I think a moose weighs like 1,500 pounds.
I've done some pondering, and I think I would have to go with the rhino because the moose is a lot like the body shape of a camel, right? Without the humps and all that. But like it's so tall that the rhino could just, as long as it got through the antlers, it's going straight for the heart with that horn. It's straight into the chest. It's just got to get under the chin.
Moose are one of the largest land animals in North America. They can move each ear and each eye independently. So this rhino's not sneaking up.
Yeah.
You know, the moose is going to cover a lot of ground here with its vision and hearing.
Wait, say that
A moose,
can move
each eye and each ear independently of the other. So
Interesting.
And you said it
Wild.
was how big? 1,800 pounds?
up to 1,500.
And a rhino is up to 5,100. Big boy.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
that's
brutal. And I
if
mean,
he gets a body
here you go.
shot,
Here's
I mean,
a
there's
picture,
ribs
too.
breaking.
like I mean, the moose might be taller, but that might be to the rhino's advantage because he just gets under there with that horn and just
That
like,
horn can be
pops
up to 3 feet long.
Jeez.
He can run up to 30 miles an hour.
I mean,
The side eye from the moose is not going to work in this situation. I'm sorry to tell you. That one eye lingering. Oh, it's not going to get it. It's not going to do the job.
I do think that the rhino takes it.
Mm.
But I didn't want to just like pass over the moose. But the 5 times the size, the 5 times the weight. That's a
big deal.
big deal there. Even those the 7 pound or the 7 foot wide antlers help. I think that rhino's just too much beef.
I think so too.
Rhino takes it. Moving on.
Wonder how much
Last.
impact it takes to break an antler. Because they fall off every year. Is that right?
oh, the
Every
antlers?
season?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about moose. I know deers.
Moose
Like
does.
deer, do moose
I
they
think
lose
so,
theirs too?
yeah. Why don't
Fun
you just
fact.
break it off?
I know deers lose theirs.
Is it deers?
I think when you're talking about multiple like of the same species in a field, it's deer. But when you're talking about multiple species of deer, it's deers.
Fun facts.
Fact. Right in.
There you go.
Same with fishes. Multiple species of fishes is fishes.
Just sounds wrong though.
Yeah. I
But
don't
it does
like
sound
that.
wrong. But like a school of fish is fish because it's the same species. But I've got a clownfish and a flounder, fishes.
Mailroom at gpstoguide.com.
Somebody blow him up.
That
That's
could be
real.
right or wrong.
That's 100% true. Fact check me.
Let us know what you think about these matchups, and we're going to move into the final first round matchup. Different skill sets here. Different skill sets. Wild card, maybe. A goat. I think goats were aplenty.
Not a fainting goat.
Not a fainting goat. This is the mean Billy goat
Yeah.
versus an eagle. We're gonna go for the sake of argument, bald eagle.
Oh, golly, it's un-American to not go bald eagle.
Now, we're this is before nation splitting. The eagle was neutral at this point. We're gonna say bald eagle versus a goat.
I just feel like I'm gonna jump in here. I just feel like flying and being able to attack and get out of there. It's kind of like a bomb and weave tactic, and that it can carry 4 times its weight. Like, I just feel like it can just pelt a goat. I'm going eagle.
I concur.
Man, a few words over there.
Here's a fact. Bald eagles, when they just sit on the ground, they're chilling, 3 feet tall. Like a females are bigger than the males, I think. 3 feet tall. When they're on the ground, they are 3 feet tall.
Zoe walking through here.
Crazy,
That's
like a crazy wingspan,
crazy.
you know. And in real life, eagles do pick up goats and sheeps. Now he's got me guessing. Is it sheep or sheeps?
Are there multiple species of sheep?
But I guess an eagle can pick up multiple species.
I have seen numerous videos of them swooping in, taking small dogs. It just gone. I don't know about a goat, but
I've seen it.
a goat.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't want to get too graphic for the podcast here, but you should Google that because their hunting tactics are brutal.
Okay, so we got 2 for eagle.
Ty said eagle. I
So
said eagle.
3.
Yeah, I said eagle.
I mean, the eagle's moving on, I think, but I want to hear Savannah.
I'm going to have to go with eagle. I mean,
Yeah, clean
I
sweep.
was part of FFA a couple years in high school. Goats are dumb. They are dumb. All they really have is a headbutt, and that's not going to work with a flying animal. So.
They don't quit. I mean, I think a goat is dumb enough that he's not going to quit.
It'd have some chunks out of its back, but it'll still be trying to headbutt. You know?
I think kind of the crowd. There's a Noah might have to step in on this one and be like, "Goat, you're done.
good.
You're good.
You're good. You put a
Throw in the
valiant
towel.
effort.
Yeah.
Valiant effort. But
You
you're-
lost.
you're
You
done.
didn't know it, but you lost. You're done." So
All
the
right.
eagle.
I think I like to think that Noah's sons arranged this without Noah knowing, and like he's like walking out and he finds out and he's trying to shut it down. They're like, "We gotta keep going." It's like kind of like a
That all the animals.
underground-
Fight club.
Yeah, like literally a fight club on Noah's Ark.
I mean, we made it through the first round. You got to let us finish, or the animals are just going to be riled up the rest of this trip.
Yeah, exactly. Right. They're just gonna be mad at each other.
I mean, they all
Who's the winner?
volunteered.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
animals volunteered. We didn't force them. You know, they picked their champions.
We got a good group here.
Got a good group. So
All
we're
right,
down
I'm
to
flipping
the
it over.
Elite Eight. Elite Eight. Here we go. We're going to go back up to the North region. Bit of a mismatch here in round 2. Elephant versus the honey badger. I mean, not a lot from my end, my perspective. Not a lot of debate on this one. The elephant, I will say, the elephant has a hard time catching the honey badger. You know, he's moving around pretty quick and weaving in and out, and the elephant's trying to, stomp on him a little bit, catch his tail or something. But I do think it ultimately goes to the elephant.
I like it. I concur.
If
I'm
you
going
can't
honey
change
badger.
the bracket, but if you could change the bracket and crisscross, like do the opposite, like elephant versus rhino,
That might be a championship match.
That's going to be the championship.
but like the badger against the eagle, that could be an actual fight. You know, like if you can't change the bracket. I'm not trying to, but it's weird how it worked out where they're almost kind of even if you do it that way. Anyway,
It is
it's
the same
elephant.
way too.
I know. If you go, yeah,
It's okay.
Well,
Let's side note.
it's wild.
I'm
know,
going
on your next
badger.
bracket.
yeah,
Because-
in the 2023 version,
I'm going badger because they would be smaller to resemble a mouse, and the elephant would get scared.
Here we go.
You're so hooked on this mouse. Where did you get that fact?
Did you not hear that? Metro didn't teach you that?
Okay.
Oh,
No, they did not. Probably because it wasn't true.
No.
I think
An elephant's scared of a mouse, and a badger's small. It's going to get freaked out, and the badger is vicious. The honey badger is vicious.
I think in the first round the elephant was, he kind of coasted through, and the giraffe gave him all he wanted. I think the elephant in this round is coming out. Doesn't matter who it is, what it is. You're getting my A game, Mr. Honey Badger. I'm sorry, it's you. And fear is out the window on this one.
it's up to Savannah here.
Scared of a mouse.
Either a tie or
Google says they're scared of bees.
It's even smaller than a mouse. If that little stinger could scare him, even a honey badger with its claws. And
I really think you're
speed.
thinking of a cartoon or a children's book. What's the question? Which
we're-
one am I
elephant,
for?
honey badger.
Elephant.
The elephant moves on to the final 4. Down to the west. Bear versus emu. This is grizzly. Grizzly bear versus the emu. We
Don't
know,
call Zoe.
we know Zoe picked correctly.
Wrong.
The emu with its can its metal cutting claws stand up to the grizzly bear?
No. I'm going grizzly.
I feel like it'd be a lot like when we pick up a chicken. If you pick them up by their feet and hang them upside down, you can't fight.
You using that
That's what I'm
term
imagining.
we.
Yeah, I don't
loosely.
think the only person at this table that's picked up a chicken upside down.
I've never done it. I just meant like as a.
Okay. It sounded better before you said that.
You know, like when you
Just
grab
cut
a
that
chicken
part out.
upside down.
Yeah, you hold them upside down and just sit there. Don't know what to do.
But I
That's
think
what I'm imagining.
I think the emu puts up a fight, but ultimately the grizzly's going to take this one.
I concur.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah. Grizzly won.
Everybody's rolling grizzly.
All right, East.
I mean, the emu should have made it out of the first round, but
did beat the Australian Army. Gorilla versus a horse. This
listen, Planet of the
could
Apes
be an
proved,
entertaining matchup.
Planet of the Apes proved the gorilla's going to win this. I
No,
mean, those,
Planet of the Apes proves that a gorilla can ride a horse.
exactly.
That doesn't mean it can
that's-
beat it in a fight. I can ride a horse. I don't know if I can beat it in a fight.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
We should do that as a podcast.
I'll video. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Different skill sets, obviously.
The hands.
Let's see. How much does a gorilla weigh? You said a gorilla can.
I think it's close to like 1,000 pounds.
And it can, it's the strongest and can do 10 times its body weight.
I was looking to see how much they weigh. So 300. This is in
I don't know.
captivity. 350 pounds. A male in captivity.
A
350 pounds.
gorilla
A Western gorilla. Yeah.
is only 350 pounds.
That's what it said. But so it's picking up 3,500 pounds.
That's
What's a
insane.
horse weigh?
I thought it was way more than
2,500?
that.
2,000? Oh,
Silverback. What's a silverback?
Silverback gorillas weigh between 300 and 500
Okay.
pounds.
Okay.
So, I mean, we're going to say they picked their silverback gorilla for this tournament,
Yeah,
right?
they had to.
It's the best of the best here. So 500 pounds. Let's go with the top end. So it can pick up 5,000 pounds. A horse doesn't weigh 5,000 pounds.
This is a tough one for me.
Horse is
This is
2,200
kinda hard.
pounds. So it can pick up two horses.
What does that look on your face?
I'm shocked. This is not hard.
I don't know because I'm just picturing a gorilla fighting a horse and like what are other than punching and like maybe grabbing the horse. But if the horse just like, you know how it like bucks or kicks, how is he gonna grab it if he can't get to it?
No, this thing's gonna run.
It says
through
gorillas
it.
can jump about 30 feet.
They can't be straight
Jeez.
up.
Like
no,
is
it
it
can't
gonna?
be straight up. I'm thinking like
Yeah. Like is it
like
gonna
long
jump
jump.
on
A
top
long
of the
jump.
horse? Okay, the horse just runs away.
from standing
But,
still.
I mean, we know Planet of the Apes, so
I don't. I haven't
he,
seen it.
he can ride the horse. So, I mean,
Those were chimpanzees, though.
I think there were no. In the Mark Wahlberg version, there was a gorilla.
Marky Mark.
Gorilla. They had multiple species of. What do you
Gorilla.
call it?
I'm
Primates.
trying to think.
Gorilla.
I remember the
They're
orangutan.
not all monkeys. The orangutan. Yeah, the wasn't like the second in command. He was a big gorilla.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
I thought it
for
was
the
just
on
a
the bad
chimpanzee.
team, or maybe
Wait,
both
wait.
teams. The one with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Am I thinking of what a chimpanzee is like?
Chimpanzee is the little one you see on TV.
Okay. Yeah. They are gorillas. Then.
I think it's a very unique fight, maybe the most unique fight of the whole tournament.
So far.
But I just think since a gorilla can pick up two horses if it wanted to, I'm going to have to give it to the gorilla because of the hands. A horse can rear up, but
But it has to have the brakes, like it has to come back down, and that's
Yeah.
when the gorilla
Yeah.
would attack. Okay.
and
all
the
right.
gorilla might just grab those two front hooves and yank it down,
Yank them off.
face plant it straight in the arc there. Give the horse a little concussion. Now he's woozy. He can't run.
Yep. Gorilla.
Yeah. Okay.
You going gorilla time?
Yeah, I think I've got to go gorilla.
And the final match. Of
To
the Final
get
Four.
to the final four.
Oh, no, it was orangutan, gorilla, and chimpanzee in Planet of the Apes. There's three of them.
Last matchup to get to the final four, the mighty eagle, his luck might have run out, taking on the rhino. I think those talons of the eagle are going to be going to town on the rhino's back, doing as much damage as possible.
If the rhino can catch him, like if he
but
gets him.
how long can
I think
an eagle fly?
I think their skin is tough.
rhino skin is
Like I think
super
it's
tough.
like almost like a rock. Like
Yeah,
it's going to be tough for the rhino to get some shots in, get some licks in. But I think if he catches him right on that horn, that like if it's 3 feet, I mean, problem is it can't turn that fast. So I don't know if it's going to be able to. Like if the eagle's smart, which it is, it's going to come from behind every time.
Every time.
Oh man, that's tough.
They would be there for hours.
Yeah, this would be a long fight. This would
Go the distance.
this yeah.
So-
this would be a long fight.
Yeah, another unique fight. I mean, the crowd is getting their money's worth for sure in this tournament. But let's talk about rhino skin for a second. 2 inches thick, and easy to believe that they have some of the toughest skin in the animal world.
That's what I found between them and the hippo.
I was surprised you didn't throw a hippo and alligator to round off your Job study.
Well, no water animals.
No water.
But,
On the ark.
a rhino's strong hide offer it a high level of protection from predators.
Yeah, that's gonna
So we're kind of going strength on strength.
I
here.
mean, if the eagle's smart, this fight goes forever.
But I think, well, no.
Because the rhino's not gonna be fast enough to catch it.
But I think the
Is
eagle.
this an open air ark or are they
Well,
down
he
in
said
the
it's
dungeon?
on
they're
top.
on the top level.
It's top
They're on the
level.
top level. That's where the arena is.
The eagle, I feel like, only has a certain amount of like energy.
Yeah,
It can only attack so many times.
it's a
It's
guerrilla
stamina.
warfare
The
kind of.
stamina.
Rhino
It's gonna
literally
go
just
down.
has to stand there and hope that it doesn't. Yeah,
Take
it
out
just
an
has to
eye or
stand-
something.
Yeah,
protect the eyes and
But what if it does take out?
He
the
just
eye?
has to get in an
it's smart.
armadillo
Like,
position
If
and
he takes
he
out the eyes
wins.
at first, like then it's got the advantage. Like,
I mean, he's going. That's a skill shot. He's going for low percentage shot. I think.
but then he also has to go right to the horn.
No,
Yeah,
then he's
they-
just
yeah,
losing to
they-
a handicapped
good point.
rhino.
He's got to go straight to the horn.
Savannah said it doesn't matter. He can be blind. He's going to win.
Literally.
If he
But-
takes out the eyes, he's going straight to the horn, and
Yeah.
that's when the rhino takes advantage.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the eagle loses stamina.
So you're going rhino? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know.
So this is. Let's give this one other fact about: is a rhino skin bulletproof?
If it's bulletproof, I'm going rhino. If it's not, I'm going eagle.
So I'm going to read this entire paragraph, and you make the call. The thickness of a rhino skin is not uniform throughout its body.
Ooh, that's
Thicker at the
big.
shoulders and the back, which is where the
Yeah.
eagle's probably attacking,
Yeah.
and soft around the neck area. The thickest part of the skin may stop some bullet shots from quite a distance from a regular rifle or a pistol, but it is not entirely bulletproof.
I don't think that's a definitive answer for you, Ty.
I don't think it is. I'm gonna have to ask ChatGPT.
Oh, gosh.
I think it depends on where it gets shot. So in soft neck area, probably not. If you shoot it right in the worst, like the thickest part of its back from, a couple hundred yards away, that bullet's not doing nothing.
What Cora said again. No winners. It would be a stalemate. Rhino is too slow to respond to the eagle's ineffective attacks. The talons of the eagle would not affect the rhino. They eventually both give up.
Yeah, that's where I'm going here. Although ChatGPT does say if a fight were to occur, the rhino's size, strength, and defensive abilities would give it the clear advantage.
Oh, we're back to size and strength
But
again, huh?
This is ChatGPT. I'm just giving you the
You're
information.
relying on it.
This is what
just giving you
Skynet
the
says.
information.
Okay?
right.
I'm just giving you the information. Yeah, this is this might be a. I mean, this is
This is a fight.
This is gonna go to the judges' scorecards.
Yeah, this is
here.
a fight that gets boring after a while for the crowd. They're
The-
like,
the
this is where you
judges-
take your bathroom break, go to the concession stand, get a refill.
The scorecard is going to be 2-1, but if you do that, then the eagle had more. I mean, the rhino's just being defensive the whole time. It's not really being on the offensive.
It's the Floyd Mayweather fight.
I'm going to have to say Rhino because I think he's just waiting it out. Eventually, the eagle gets tired. He lands, and he's kind of so tired he forgets that he doesn't land up on the railing. He lands on the floor of the arena. The rhino just lays on him. Fight over. That's how I see it playing out.
All right. So we got one rhino.
So yeah,
No, go ahead and say your answer.
I don't know. I need you to answer.
Why?
I just need you. I need.
Rhino.
Okay. I
You're
still
gonna-
don't know.
Well, it's not going to matter. I'm going rhino. So
Yeah.
Rhino moves on. Eagle may have gotten one vote, but it didn't matter. He's going back. He's gassed.
Yeah, I mean, I
Somebody
guess
carries him back
I'm
to
gonna
his
have to go with
cage.
I think that's the right answer.
Now we are
Final
down
four.
to the final four. Things get a little crazy here. We've got some heavyweights.
You might have some phone calls.
I think this is the PETA. This is imaginary. Don't reach out to us. All these animals are fine. Nobody got killed. They're friends after this. Good match. All that kind of positive talk between each other. They got a lot of days. They got like a year to kill on this cruise. You know, they needed something to do. I think probably the number one seeds made it out of every region. Probably. So now we're going.
Unless you had Tiger or Gorilla. Unless you had Tiger that had one.
Yeah, but you know, maybe. Yeah. Well, we're about to find out right here. We're going elephant versus grizzly bear.
This is a good matchup. This
This,
is fun. This is
this
entertaining.
should be a Final Four matchup
This is
right
entertaining.
here. Elephant versus grizzly bear. What you get? Let's see how big
I
a
got it right
grizzly
here.
bear is compared to an elephant.
So the weight of a grizzly bear, 60 to 1,000 pounds. So that's a wide range.
60.
60?
60
a baby.
pounds to
You-
not to 1,000.
You can't say 60 to 1,000. We're not counting newborns. We're going.
That's what it just says. It says height
Well,
can go
okay,
from 2
hey,
feet to
well,
5
like,
feet.
We're going the
A
biggest.
human is 0 to 1,000 pounds. Then by that standard,
All right, so let's just go the biggest.
we're-
1,000 pounds, 5 feet.
Yeah, we're going to say these are the top of the top animals here.
Weight for an
5,
elephant,
5 feet?
5 feet.
That's not standing up. That's on all fours.
That's on all
elephant?
fours. No, we're bear.
Grizzly
good
bear on
gosh.
all
I
fours.
was like, what?
5 feet.
But I think we need a height standing up too.
Shoulder up is 9 feet.
So 9
Ooh.
feet tall.
Yeah.
A real
All right.
1,000 pounds, 9 feet tall.
Does that sound big? Because an
big.
elephant, 12,000 pounds,
Jeez.
and height 7 to 12 feet, shoulder 18 feet standing.
Oh my goodness.
But it doesn't. A grizzly bear can stand for the whole fight.
Of
An
course.
elephant can't.
No, but if he comes crashing down on you, you're going to.
But I think my judging criteria would be grizzly bear gets his height standing up.
Yep.
So that's 9 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Elephant, get-
12 feet.
so it's
Still
9
3
feet
feet
versus
taller.
12 feet.
1,000 pounds versus 12,000.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Scared of bees, though.
Yeah, that stinger.
And a grizzly bear is going into a bee's house to take its food out of its refrigerator. Just give me that
Honey.
beehive. Give me that honey. I ain't scared of no bees.
So speed, grizzly bear, 35 miles an hour. Elephant, 25. So it's not,
Yeah.
a little difference, not much.
The grizzly bear finally got something in its favor.
Biting, 12,000 PSI, which is the maximum bite power. Elephants, too small to measure. So
They
if
can
the
do this,
bear,
though,
no,
those tusks.
if the bear can get to him,
I think it comes down to, again, kind of like with the eagle and the rhino. The grizzly's claws, super powerful. That is crazy. Savannah is showing us pictures of elephants picking up random animals.
with its tusks,
But
I'm gonna go with another hot take here.
the elephant's hide has got to be pretty thick.
it is. It is.
I did not want the elephant to win first round. I don't think it deserved it. Second round, I think the badger could have pulled that one out. The elephant's made it this far. I think he takes this one. I think he takes
He's
this one.
changing
elephant?
sides. Here we go.
I think the elephant takes this one. I think it's got a thicker skin.
It does.
And I mean, grizzly's fast, it's strong, but I mean, if it whips its trunk out, it's got the length, it's got the reach. I mean, and then too, if it raises up for a second and stomps down, I mean, that's the force of the impact hitting the deck is gonna knock the grizzly bear over.
Makes
I mean,
him
it's gonna
wobbly at the
stumble.
least, yeah.
And then that's when the trunk can come through. It's also got the tusks. I mean, it is.
The elephant.
I didn't want the elephant to make it through, but since he made it this far, I think he wins this round.
I have some.
So do you have? Would you have had the grizzly bear beating the honey badger?
Yeah, where did the badger come from?
Ponder.
I'm gonna have to.
I will say I like that Ty is taking this where he did. We're seeing the full range of the elephant's bag of tricks here. You know that was.
He's
There,
got to
there
bring
are
it
no
this round.
there are no easy fights anymore. You're in the final four. Nothing's easy.
I mean, you got to pull out at every stop, right?
Yeah.
Like,
And a grizzly bear, black bear, not even a challenge. May not even be a bear in this round. But since we're going grizzly, it's a good fight.
It is.
I think the elephant, though, I mean, just the size is
1,000 to
It's
12,000.
rough.
That's yeah. I'm going elephant. So there's 3.
I've been persuaded by Reddit, where it says, I don't know what kgs is, but
kilograms.
I know, but like in pounds, I don't know what the
yeah.
conversion is. But it says 6,000. That's 6 times the weight of a male walrus, which a lone male polar bear is unable to take down.
And a polar bear is
So-
bigger than a grizzly bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with elephant with just that fact alone.
Boom. Moving
Elephant.
into the finals.
Expected to be there, and he made it. It was not easy.
I don't know if it was expected, but
By many, it was expected. Yeah. Many other, it's kind of like the Yankees or the Patriots back in the day. You love them or hate them. The people that love the elephant expect him to be fighting for a championship. The ones that don't like him hope he loses every step of the way. Let's see on the other side, who is the elephant going to face in the championship? It is down to a gorilla and a rhino. Another big heavyweight fight. I think it's going to, however many rounds they go, it may go all of them. It's a good one. There are no pushovers here. And if a gorilla tried to push over a rhino, could he do it? What do we say a gorilla could?
Pick up 10 times its weight.
So he was picking up like 5,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
5,000 pounds. What's a rhino weigh? So on average, a rhino, we're going to go with the upper end, 5 feet tall and 2,000 pounds.
a rhino?
This says 2 to 3 tons. So it's a ton.
A ton is 2,000
2,000,
pounds.
So even then, 4,000 pounds would still. they'd
So
still
a
pick it up.
rhino is basically 10 to 15 times more massive than a gorilla.
But a gorilla can pick it up.
Gorilla is nothing more than an inflatable toy in front of a Georgie Rhino.
Say that again.
A gorilla is nothing more than an inflatable toy in front of a Georgie Rhino.
I don't know. I think all that it's taken. Like, what do you think? The gorilla's just going to stand still? Like it's going to
Yeah.
die? Like it's,
What'd you say it could jump like 30 feet?
Yeah, 30.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an inflatable toy. Like it's going to move. Like
Yeah. It's the Olay trick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, charge at me, and then he jumps over him.
right.
That's what the Matrix moves right there, like Savannah said.
So here you go. This is a mismatch. White rhinos are robustly built and much heavier than the gorilla. The black rhinos also have the size advantage over the gorilla. The only animal that can beat the white rhino is the African elephant.
Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
I think that's wrong.
No, it's just for you, Ty. Just for you.
Wait, did it really say that, or did you make that up?
No, it's really on there. Right there.
We're
I was going to say that was really good on the spot.
see. I think that's the downfall of the rhino. He's looking ahead to the championship. He's close, and he's kind of riding the gorilla off a little bit.
The gorilla's got hands. That's the
That's-
thing
that's-
always throws.
That's
me.
the thing. Yeah, that's a big advantage.
What's the height difference? Not height. What's how it's not tall and wide is a rhinoceros. Like I just didn't want a comparison to see like how much different they are.
On average, a rhino is between 3 and 5 feet tall. We'll say 5 feet tall.
Okay. Well, that's not very tall actually.
Yeah, that's the top end, and the top end length is 13 feet.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
And a gorilla, 4 to 6 feet tall. So we'll say 6 feet tall.
Golly,
But that's
this is a
so
tough match.
okay. Well, let's flip that around. Let's say the rhino charges. The gorilla's fast enough to just step out of the way.
Yeah.
The rhino can't stop all that momentum, so he's going. How many body shots can the gorilla get in
On the way. Yeah.
on the way?
As he's sitting there trying to turn around.
Yeah, he gets multiple body shots in.
Mm.
I have no clue. I am stumped. But I keep seeing these random edited photos on Google of gorillas and rhinos, and it's really throwing me off. I think it's making it worse, honestly.
I'm going thick skin rhino.
Mm.
That's what I'm doing.
This one is maybe the toughest fight to this. I mean, I think the rhino can take a beating.
I think you forgot about the elephant and giraffe fight, but
Well, no, that was a great fight. I was pro giraffe on that, but the rhino can take a beating. right? I just don't know. Even though the gorilla can 10 times its weight, I don't know if it can dole out enough punishment on this rhino.
Effective punishment.
Effective,
Right.
Yeah, the rhino's gonna know it was in a fight. It doesn't. It needs some time to recover before the championship. But I think eventually the rhino comes out ahead.
Just got to get him one time.
One time.
Yep.
Let the gorilla get tired enough that I can catch him one time.
I think
And just lay
knowing that it's only 5 feet tall, I think I'm going gorilla because I think it's like you said, it's going to dodge out of the way. It's going to get some body shots in, and then it's going to get on its back and put it in a chokehold with its muscles and just like
Rip off the horn,
Tap
too,
out.
while we're out here and just.
tap out. Because the horn, he's going to be trying to get to him with the horn, but it's not going to be able to reach.
I
the
think
back.
if the gorilla got in that position, very tough to get off.
All right, we're 2-1.
I'm still holding rhino. That's got me on the fence.
Oh,
I mean, it's
Ty
got-
dropping dimes over here.
It's got to go grapple though. It's going MMA
it's got it.
chokehold.
But hey, it's a monkey.
Jump
They're
around.
pretty good at it.
Is it a monkey? Is it I don't know.
A gorilla? Is it not a monkey?
I don't know. You hear people say that chimpanzee, it's a monkey. It's not a monkey. Who I don't know what's what anymore. I just learned that it's fishes. I mean, what are you doing?
And
All right,
deers.
Savannah.
Wait, what's everyone's vote? Am I a tiebreaker?
No,
because
no.
It's 1-2.
yeah,
But I'm on the fence. I might be swayed.
it's rhino, gorilla. He said rhino, but he's on the fence.
Let's say it's 1-1 and a maybe over here.
Okay.
I'm
Well, I was really looking for another defense the rhino has. I was wondering if they kick their legs at all, but apparently they don't. I don't feel good about this, but I think I'll have to go with gorilla.
Mm.
Did you say gorilla?
I said gorilla.
Oh, good. We agree on something.
we're
We got married
And the
for
horses.
one reason.
bringing
got the
marriages
horses, too.
together over here.
Took to the finals.
So I'm looking ahead too, right? Who do I think is going to give the elephant the best matchup? But I can't do that. So,
Play what's in front of you.
yeah, man. I've been, to be honest, I should have said this at the beginning because now it sounds like I'm just, jumping on the bandwagon. And I meant to say this, but I just forgot, honestly. The gorilla was my pick from the beginning to win the whole thing. That was my,
Wow.
because of his skill set, he's got hands. Like strength, hands, speed, that's tough to beat.
You didn't. I don't know if you saw him matching up with rhino though.
No, yeah. I mean, maybe potentially because I did think rhino and elephant. That's the betting favorite, right, of the championship matchup.
Vegas odds.
Yeah, that's the odds-on
The Sodom,
favorite.
Sodom and Gomorrah odds.
But little Bible joke humor there for you people paying attention. So because of that fact, and I'm a little bit ashamed I forgot about it, I'm going gorilla.
Wow. Knockout. Gorilla.
And that brings us to the championship.
Definitely got to get the strobe lights going.
Well, Ty didn't want him here to begin with. He wasn't even knocked out in the first round.
Many did not see this matchup coming. Lots of torn up tickets on the deck. We have the elephant going against the gorilla for the 2023 Noah's Ark Tournament of Champions. Elephant knew he would be here. He's been waiting for this point. Went through the motions early, had to put up some good effort, though, to get here. The gorilla, dark horse, underdog for sure, made it. Very much a size disparity going on in this matchup. We've gone over their strengths already. The gorilla's coming at you with hands and feet. Very nimble, very agile, very strong. Not strong enough to pick up and manhandle this elephant like he's done in other fights. The elephant, size, speed, size. Did we say size? Yeah, he's got the size, got the tusk, got the trunk. Let's hear it. I mean, the gorilla's coming in the underdog. Right.
Definitely.
Can he make it a good fight? Can he come up with something like the rhinoceros? Can he find a move to take out the elephant? I don't think chokehold is going to work
Chokehold's not going to work, but
because the elephant saw that. So now he's on guard for the chokehold.
remember, he's a monkey. swing from trees and stuff. I don't know how well gorillas can swing from trees, but I mean they maneuver in the jungle, right?
They do
So
swing from
he's-
trees.
Okay, so I think he's able to dodge, right, the elephant coming out, because the elephant can only go one way, forward, right? He can't move. He's not lateral movement is not his thing. So he's coming straight, just like with the rhinoceros. He's olaying this elephant. And as it's on the way by, it's grabbing a tusk and swinging tusk to tusk and just laying punches as it's going by.
I was going to say, I agree with that strategy, except on the rhino, the gorilla was able to get body shots in. No body shots going on this elephant.
No.
I don't think he can reach it.
I do think he can swing up the tusks in the trunk, dodge that, kind of get up to the top of the head, maybe stand on top of the head, give a couple shots, but then the elephant's going to shake him off. So he's going to be back to square one. And it's just going to be a long fight. And the gorilla's he's got to maneuver this fight.
Because if he gets caught by the trunk, it's over.
It's not over. He's going to take a hit. He's going to take a shot, but it's not over.
I think he just puts him down and then falls on him. 12,000 pounds?
I mean, I don't think an elephant is that fast. I think the gorilla's able to get out of the way.
Mm.
I do think he might get hit a couple times with the trunk because the elephant's got the trunk going for him.
I'm playing this out in my head. Okay, if I have dreams tonight, they're gonna be insane. Okay, I mean, my imagination's going wild. The gorilla just doesn't have it doesn't have anything to be the finisher. There's nothing to finish off the elephant. It can swing all day long. I agree. The trunk from the elephant is really just a vine to the gorilla. It don't matter. But like you were saying, if he gets under the head, he could just trap him under his tusk and go on his knees. Smush. He's trapped under there.
That is a great counter move.
But otherwise, the gorilla's
I think the elephant runs
Bop, bop.
a risk at getting on the ground like that. I think it's going to take him a while to get back up. So if I get on the ground and I miss,
But what
and
is the
gorilla's
gorilla
down,
going to do? The gorilla gets on his back and does what?
Then,
Boop, boop, boop.
No. If the gorilla falls on the ground,
Savannah's
if
getting
the
in and out.
if the elephant falls on the ground trying to smush the gorilla, I think that's a risky move. Because if the gorilla can dodge it, if it's too slow of a fall, if he doesn't catch the gorilla just right,
It's not going to be a fast fall. I mean,
No,
12,000 pounds, it's not going to be.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And so once it falls over, it's going to take a while for him to get back up. And in the meantime, the gorilla's underneath waylaying on his.
That's where he can reach the body shot.
That's where he gets the body shots in. I mean, he's swinging. He's got some punches to the face on the tusk. If the elephant falls over, if he does, which is the finishing move that he needs to take out this gorilla, which is risky, and if he doesn't get it, then the gorilla's coming. I mean, bursting an appendix if they have that, or a spleen, or. I mean, that's.
Okay.
He's in for it if he doesn't get it.
I mean, I think this is worthy of the championship fight right here. This is good stuff. Everybody's into it. I think it's back and forth a little bit. Can the gorilla
This is
survive
a
long
David and
enough?
Goliath right here. I mean, just size, right? Just size. I'm going elephant. Final answer.
Goliath didn't win that fight.
That he didn't.
The gorilla
Teaser.
doesn't have
Teaser.
I do think it's a great fight. It goes back and forth. I think eventually the elephant takes a chance, goes down, misses. The gorilla's waylaying, gets the body shots in. I just think the gorilla runs out of steam. The elephant is so much bigger.
Yeah, if the gorilla's, let's say the gorilla's elephant's on his side. Gorilla's wailing in his stomach. All the elephant has to do is take his 300-pound leg and just knock it.
They're not. Just because they're
doesn't
tree
exaggerate.
trunks doesn't mean they're fast.
I
kicks.
don't think they're that nimble
Yeah.
to kick.
I think just
Let's just roll over.
Ow.
No, it's going to take him a while to roll. And by that time, if it rolls up, if he gets on the ground, if the elephant's on the ground, the gorilla's got this fight won easily.
Ooh.
See, I just don't think the gorilla can do enough damage. It's going to take the elephant time to get up. But he's
I mean,
eventually
if
gonna
he's
be-
charging at this stomach and he hits this stomach hard, I mean, the insides of this elephant are
Yeah, but it is
scrambled.
So do I hear you saying you're going gorilla?
I'm going gorilla.
I mean, the gorilla was my pick.
He's
just don't know
swinging
that he
from
can
the
do enough
trunks.
standing.
He's taking shots. I'm not saying he's not taking shots, but I'm saying he's withstanding him. I mean, they're huge. They're muscular. Like, he's taking shots. He's swinging. He's hitting them on the way up. If the elephant decides to take him out, he's saying, I can't take this anymore. This is too much. We're going through too many little. I'm getting hammered here. I'm getting hit in the face. I can't take it anymore. I need to finish him. And he goes for it, and he doesn't get it because it's a slow fall. That's when the gorilla takes over. I think he baits him into it, and the gorilla just,
Whew.
from there on,
Ty,
destroys him.
I'll support you in most things that you do, but don't ever get into putting money on fights. This judgment, a gorilla
Listen.
versus an
listen.
elephant.
Y'all have chosen the top pick every time.
I don't know.
We
if that's
all
true.
know.
I'm taking chalk.
We all know underdogs win.
Not in
tournaments like
nature,
these.
not in the animal kingdom.
This isn't the animal kingdom.
There's
this is
no-
the ark.
I think you're both right.
No, I'm going gorilla.
Gorilla it is.
I think he baits him into falling, trying to go for the finishing move, and that's when he.
So I think that could happen.
You like the underdog story.
He
over there.
falls.
I don't think it's underdog.
Oh, what?
The elephant falls. The gorilla is going to town with the body shots. But I think just the massive size of the elephant, he can still stand, even though it takes him a minute, he can still stand up. The gorilla's not slowing him down from standing up.
Oh, not if he charges. I'm not saying he's punching. I'm saying he's charging at this stomach. Like, I mean, he's hitting it hard. I mean, this elephant is.
I feel like
Then I think when he's wasting more energy by backing up and charging.
Yeah.
I think.
all of the hits that the gorilla would give is
Was
the
the elephant-
equivalent of like maybe getting in a car wreck for us. Like that's how the elephant is gonna feel. Like a little. Oh, you're sore. Your ribs are a little sore.
Aren't car wrecks the most fatal?
Okay, Ty. Don't
In
come
the
at me with
United
your
States,
statistics.
like,
I'm
let's
saying like
see.
fender bender.
It's not a fender bender.
Ooh,
This gorilla is, I mean, pummeling this elephant.
it's
Pummeling.
King Kong over here.
He's destroying it.
The gorilla's my pick. I just don't think he can stand up to the elephant.
3 to 1.
Crazy.
I
Y'all
don't
are
think he
crazy.
can.
Not my champion.
Not much.
Red.
I will say
Red all over the board.
on the arc.
I'm writing the gorilla in. Pencil
on the arc, the gorilla. I mean, the gorilla was already pretty high up there as far as status. His status went through the roof after this fight. They're like, "Look, nobody saw you putting up a fight against the elephant like that.
It's not true. I saw it.
We're gonna." Bravo. We're proud of you.
I like the picks. I like all 4.
Let me tell you what. The elephant will not get out of round 1 next year because he was cocky going into this fight this year, and he's even cockier going into this fight next year. Gorilla wants him round 1, and it's going down.
Round 1.
Well, there it is. 2023 Noah's Ark Tournament of Champions. Maybe you disagree with some of these picks like Ty did, and all of us had some disagreements. But that's what we came up with. What would you have come up with? Let us know.
I do not
And
approve this message.
Is it fishes and deers?
Deers
Let us
and
know.
fishes.
Let us know
If they're separate species.
if they're separate species. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
clarify. Yeah. But let's finish this thing off with the Bible verse, shall we? For today, we're going to go back to where we started the episode. Genesis chapter 6, verse 19. This is God speaking. And of every living thing of all flesh, you, Noah, shall bring 2 of every sort into the ark to keep them alive with you. So we told you, no animals got hurt in this. It was all good. But we're glad that you went on this ride with us. Got to see the ups and downs of the underdogs and the superstars go at it. We hope you had fun. We did. We'll catch you again next week. We love you. God loves you more. See you then.
Bum 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 bum. Iron Man Holler. Look, if you were to do this,
Were
if
bird,
you
I was
did
going to
this-
say that. I was going to say this during. Were birds on the
Mm-hmm.
ark? Okay, I couldn't remember if the.
I didn't.
Oh
Was
yeah,
it
that's right.
doves
Because he
and-
had to send the dove off. That's what. And when it didn't come back, that's when. Yeah. Okay.
Look.
I was getting it confused. Like if he came to him.
If you crisscross this, it would be elephant versus rhino, badger versus eagle, bear versus gorilla, and emu versus horse. Those are like crazy. Those are good matchups.
Well, I'm
for it
sorry,
to just,
Savannah.
No, I'm just saying the way that it panned out for it to match perfectly up like that was kind of crazy.
Is Eli awake?
What?
All right, Eli. We're on the podcast tonight,
Yeah.
but we're doing a Noah's Ark tournament of the animals, like a championship, like who would win in a fight. Okay, and we had a bunch of animals, and we got down to the championship, and the championship was elephant or gorilla. Who do you think would win? An elephant or a gorilla?
In a fight?
Yeah, like what not to the like not who would kill one another, but like who would win in a fight.
I feel like y'all should have chosen different.
Well, there's a bunch of different animals, but it's a big bracket, like the NCAA tournament when you fill out a bracket. But that's just what made. Listen, I didn't want the elephant to make it all the way, but it did. But now we're here, so take that out of it. Elephant or gorilla? Who should win?
Gorilla.
Why?
Because it's tougher, stronger.
Good job, Eli.
Thank you, Eli.
Thank you.
That's all I needed to know. All right. Talk to y'all later.
Thanks for listening to GPS to God. Make sure you leave a rating or review on whichever app you happen to use. Also find us on YouTube and be sure to subscribe to our channel.